Everyone, it's Natasha from AxelsonAcademy, and I have an exciting resource to be sharing with you today. I have created a reading attitude survey that uses the characters of Pickle and Pumpkin from my decodable books for your students, and this is available free for you to download. The link is right below. Let me tell you how this works. So the link will bring you to a page of directions and then a student package that you print out. And you'll see that I have used Pickle and Pumpkin here to give us a whole range of expressions and how students might feel about reading. Now, a reading attitude survey is often given at the beginning of the year to collect some qualitative data about your students and their current perception of reading, how they feel when they're reading outside of school, how they feel when they're reading during school. And so you'll see in the directions here that it says to use this to explain to your students it's not a test, and this is not a nationally normed test. This is something that you use to gain information about your student. This is just a way to find out how they feel about the different times that they are reading. You're going to begin by having students put their name at the top of the survey, and you're going to show them this first page with all of these cat cartoons. You're going to talk about the emotions that each cat seems to be displaying here. So the first cat is jumping and smiling. It seems very happy. The next picture is a cat smiling. It's a little happy. The third cat is bored. It isn't sad or mad, but it isn't particularly happy either. It's uninterested in reading. The fourth cat is a little upset. Its mouth is going down, and the final cat looks very upset. So you're going to tell the students that you are going to read some questions about reading. They should think about how they feel about each question and should circle the cat cartoon closest to their own feelings. And you want to make sure that you remind the students that this is how they feel, not how the cats feel. So that's an important thing to really stress there. Now, if you are administering this to an entire class, you certainly can do that, and you can have them read aloud. If they're struggling, you can read it out loud. If they're struggling readers, you probably want to do that. Now, if you have an older grade level or you're confident enough in your students' reading abilities, you can just hand this out, go over the directions, and have them complete it silently. You then would collect it. And the first 10 questions are going to be about how students feel about reading as an extracurricular activity, how they feel about reading on the weekends, that type of thing, on summer vacation. And then the second set of questions asks about their feelings towards reading when they're reading within the school context. So you really get two different data sets here to look at. You get that outside of school reading, and then you get the inside school reading. And you can take a look at that, determine your students' attitude toward reading. Now, I based a lot of this on the 1965 Snoopy reading attitude survey, which had different Snoopy feelings here. There's also a Garfield reading attitude survey out there. There's also a Garfield writing attitude survey. If a writing attitude survey is something you would be interested in me providing to you, I am open to that. Please leave a comment down below so that I know I should create one of those and get that to you also. So what you need to do is you need to click the link below. You can download a copy of the PDF, and you will have this for your use. Students will enjoy, of course, seeing the familiar doodles of Pickle and Pumpkin, two of their favorite cats from the Decodable series. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video.